Hello and welcome to Lamplight Crochet. My name is Laura. Today I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful cowl. I call it the jeweled cowl, and I just chose this really ornate yarn. I happened to get a very large box of a lot of different unique yarns at a secondhand sale last summer. So I decided to make a cowl from this one and a matching bracelet. So stay tuned and I'll show you how to do that. So the cowl is made out of double crochet, and I chained 33, and I just double crocheted, I believe, only 2 rows in this. And then in this, I made this out of single crochet, and I chained 18, and so I had 17 to work with. Now everybody's wrist is a different size, so you'll just have to measure that to your own wrist and go from there. So thank you for tuning in, and stay tuned because I will show you how to make this jeweled cowl and matching bracelet. Okay, so now we're going to start working on our jeweled cowl. And I am using my Q hook and this is a bulky yarn right here. And my bulky yarn of any kind that you want. You don't have to have an ornate one. So we want to go across our 2 fingers and cross over, and then turn our hand over and put the hook down underneath and pull that through. So there we have, we're going to work really loosely. Probably if you crochet tight, you're going to have to really, really watch yourself. But this is going to be a really loose piece. As you can see, it is very loose. You can see through it. And remember that air is an insulator. So this doesn't have to be tight in order to be warm. All right, so we're going to chain 33. So I want you to chain 33. That's wrap around and pull down in. Okay, wrap around and pull down in. I'm not going to chain 33. I'm going to chain a much less chain amount, much lower chain amount. And I think I'll probably chain 10 or something like that. It doesn't matter about your count, whether it's odd or even. Okay, so keep chaining until you reach 33, and then I'll show you what to do after that. Let's see how many I have. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we'll go 10. All right. So I just chained this, or made this piece in one straight piece, and then in the end I hooked it. Okay. Now we're working on the jeweled cowl. Next I'll work on this, and we'll do it in the actual stitch count that I did it in. But this is the cowl. So we want to go down into the 4th chain from the hook with a double crochet. So we're going to wrap around. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go into that chain, wrap around, pull through, wrap around, pull through, wrap around, pull through. Okay, we're going to do it again in the next one. Wrap around, put it into the next chain, wrap around, pull through, wrap around, pull through, and wrap around, pull through. Now this is going to feel really different. Okay, it is because you're working so loosely. And watch, this will come up here like this, and it won't look right, but it will be fine. It'll be okay. Just keep going. Wrap around, go down in the next stitch, pull it through, wrap around, pull through 2, wrap around, pull through 2. We're going to do this clear to the end, and I'll meet you at the end, and then I'll show you what to do. Okay, I've reached the end of my first row of double crochet. So now I want to do another row. Now before I go on, I'm going to show you this. This appears to be maybe the same width as this one, but it's not because this kind of folds under. So this has a double width to it, 2 rows, and I'm going to show you the 2 rows now. So we want to chain up 2. 1, 2. We want to turn our piece. And then we're going to go down into the very first stitch, wrap around, go down in there, wrap around, pull through, wrap around, pull through, and pull through again. All right, so we've made 1 double crochet in the 2nd row. So I'm going to do a few more here, and then I want you to continue across the row until you get to the very end. And when you do, you're just going to snip the yarn out a ways and I would cut it a little ways out, because if you want to sew it in with the end that you snip, that will work just fine. I would probably recommend you sewing it with what you clip and not trying to crochet it together, because it's a little bit more difficult to do with such a large hook. Okay? Or you can use a smaller hook and pull it through with a smaller hook, but it's not going to work to place this yarn on a yarn needle. It's too thick. All right, so see, we're working on our second row now. So I'll meet you at the end and I'll show you how to put it together. All right, so I've come to the last stitch of my jeweled cowl, and so I'm going to do my last double crochet there. And as soon as we get that done, then we have ourselves a beautiful piece there. I would pull this out here and I would snip this off. I'm not going to snip this because I want to use it for something else. I'm just demonstrating for you. But I would snip it off, 6 inches, 8 inches maybe. And then you choose which side you like best. I would say this is the more ornate and pretty side. So I would go like this and pull this yarn together, maybe with a smaller hook like this. And I would go in between the pieces and pull this through. After I had snipped it, I would pull it through like this, and I would just keep pulling through until I had closed up, the cowl to where it was a fitted piece. Okay, so that's how you would go about that. Okay, now we're going to work on this ornate jeweled bracelet that matches the jeweled cowl, and it only takes 1 row of single crochet. We do this in single crochet. We did the cowl in double crochet. So we're just going to chain 18. Now that fits my wrist. You might have a different size wrist, so just measure that on your own wrist and do that the way you need to do it. We are going to take an end hook, which is 10 millimeters. An end hook, I hope you can see that, 10 millimeters. All right, we have to put a slip knot on our hook. So here we go. We wrap it around the upper 2 fingers, cross over, and then we turn our hand over, place the hook underneath, and pull the upper piece through. And pull your pieces. Once again, we are working very loosely. So we are going to do 18. This is what fits my wrist. Make sure you measure your wrist as you're doing your chain. Just measure it around your wrist and see how you like it. 1, 2, 3, 'Just work nice and loosely. All right, I don't think I'm going to go all the way to 18. I will just do a few more. Okay, so you want to lay your piece out and make sure that you do not turn it, twist it and turn it, and then go right into the bracelet, the very first chain. See, I don't think I made it the first chain. Yes, I did. The first chain, and wrap around and join it with a slip stitch like that. Okay. So there we have a join without twisting. All right, we're going to chain up 1. And we're going to go into the very first chain and make a single crochet. Then the next chain and make a single crochet. And we're going to go all the way around in a single crochet until we have a beautiful cuff bracelet to wear with our cowl. I'll see you back at the end. Okay, we're at the very end of our bracelet, and we can just join with a slip stitch here into the top of the very first single crochet, and there we have completed our cuff bracelet. Now this bottom piece here, we'll just clip that off and weave it in so that it won't be a problem, and then do the same up here. Clip it off and weave that in real good. I think I would tie it because this is real loose. I would go ahead and tie it and make myself a bracelet that's more secure. So here we go. I did this one a little tighter, it looks like. So there we go. We have our jeweled cowl and matching cuff bracelet. I hope you enjoyed making your jeweled cowl today. It's amazing how you can make something so pretty in just a few minutes. And this matching bracelet that goes with it, this would be a nice little gift set for someone. You can follow me on my Facebook page named Laura, Laura, which is my first name. Thank you for joining me today. We'll see you soon with a new project. Take care.